Okay, so we're sitting on Amazon's homepage, and I just wanted to show you about a tool called Revseller, which I think has tremendous value if you intend to sell on the Amazon platform. So I'm going to show you some of its cool features, and we're going to take some popular products and show you what it shows you so that you see the value. So let's do Nike Run Free, just a good ranking shoe. It has some other plugins running as well, so in case they kind of show up on there, it'll just be okay. So here we are, and one of the other extensions I have gives you the rank. So we're going to actually choose this one simply because it's the first one. It's good rank and whatever. All right, so give it a couple seconds to load. Okay, click this. Okay, so here we are on the page, and again, the product is irrelevant. That's not what the point of this video. This video is to highlight the usage of the tool Revseller, which should have a link below this video, as well as there should be a coupon code for $20 off. So the product is priced very reasonably, and it's an annual fee that you get so much value out of, and it's like $100, but the coupon code gets you $20 off. So the first thing you'll notice here is, so this is the tool Revseller. It brings up the rank of the item right at the top. It also gives you the parent ASIN right here, so if you wanted to copy that ASIN, all you have to do is click on this, and it says clicking here will copy the ASIN to your clipboard. So boom, it's done. You've copied it in case you want to enter that into Seller Central to add the listing to your inventory later. What it does do, though, is it gives you the dimensions and the weight of the product. So here, we'll come back to this in a second. The other things it has is you can take you straight to camel, camel, camel. You can get all the Keepa stuff. Has the calculator built in, the reviews. So if you want to see the verified reviews, the most recent, top, just the 1 through 5, each one individually. Or if you want to go outside of this listing, right, if you want to go to search eBay for this product, you want to search Google. This way at least you can see what it's selling for across the internet, as well as maybe it's listed somewhere else in the catalog. So we see it says to select a variation, right? So we'll see down here in variation viewer, it looks like there are 525 in-stock variations. We'll let that load, and it'll give us the exact information, right? So there's 520. It keeps updating, so it's changing. Let's see where it shakes out at. You see it's loading 130, 40, 50, 160. So as this is loading all the data, so maybe the mistake was here that there are too many variations on this listing that I selected. It's just taking a really long time. Once the data is done loading, you can actually export all this to a CSV file. And again, all we did was we clicked on this little green button that's embedded in the Chrome extension. So again, it's still loading, but as we're loading, you're seeing the size that has the number of reviews, same with the colors, how many reviews that specific color has. So what it's doing is it's taking the recent verified purchases. So it's saying basically today is August 8th, 2018. Actually, it's the 6th, I believe. So it's basically inside the last year, the verified purchase reviews. So it is done. So again, we can export this should we want it. You can see more data, and now you see every single color and size that has reviews. We can collapse that back up, and now we have every single listing. So we see that there are 326 out-of-stock variations, and there are 502 in stock. So you can filter this and sort it however you want. So if we want to just sort it by color, right? So click on that. Now let's go through this here. So it has the rank. So there is one offer at $99.97 here. If you hover over the little camera, you get what the item actually looks like, the photo. This is if you want the ASIN to add this to your inventory. Again, this is the specific ASIN. You click that and it copies it to your clipboard, so you can just paste it in later instead of trying to highlight this and copy it. All you have to do is click on that. But now once we've clicked on this, it has taken us to the 11 in the Armory Navy, right? And you'll see that there are no reviews here, because if there were, it would have a number there. Okay, right? So that is something that's kind of interesting that the tool does as well. Okay, so we are now on this specific item. Now what happens if you scroll back up to the top, the box begins to populate. So on a $100 price, sale price, based on the weight and the shipping weight and the dimensions, the calculator tells you exactly what you are going to make based on the fulfillment fees, the storage fees, and the referral fees. So $75.90. So if you were to walk into somewhere where you were purchasing this item, you'd be able to know and say, okay, anything below $75.90, there is a profit. Now, how much and all these things are going to be up to you, but let's say this was $65 in the store. This calculates that your ROI on your $65, assuming there are no other costs, inbound shipping costs is something you'd have to consider if you had to pay someone to prep this, or if you had to spend the time prepping it, and as well as any other costs involved. So your ROI on this would be 17%, which is really $10.90 just on a cash-on-cash, assuming no other costs, including inbound shipping, which you most certainly would have. And it tells you that the profit margin on that is 11%. So the profit margin is obviously not the same as the ROI, and people should understand the differences between that. So the ROI is the net profit on your cash costs. Your margin is based off of your sale price. So it's your net profit off of your sale price. So in your true margin, you'd actually have to add back in any other hard costs, such as inbound shipping and any prep costs you may have. So your margin would be compressed further, as well as your ROI would be compressed further. But the point of the matter is this thing calculates it for you. And instead of kind of scrolling down to the bottom and finding it, it pulls the rank up right here. So I also give you the 90-day averages of these things. So this rank a lot of times is specific to this in particular ASIN. So again, if you want to just sort it by the reviews, we'd see that the most popular is black white in the size 10.5, which kind of jives with the data that you're seeing here. Black white has 34, 10.5 has 43, so 7 of those are coming from this specific shoe. And so you could decide that you don't want to see anything that's out of stock. And all you'd have to do is unselect it. But part of the advantage of having this is you actually can see only what's out of stock. And so you say, okay, I want to specifically be searching for these because there's no competition, because nobody else is selling them. At the same time, you may want both, everything to see all the data. But so now this has been about 10 minutes of showing you most of the benefits and the features of the Revseller tool. Hopefully this has been helpful. And again, link it below this video. There's a coupon code for $20 off. And hopefully this has been helpful in showing you some of the value of this Chrome extension.